Um, since I Zoom fatigue is real. Good night, everyone. It is me. For the new people, welcome. My name is Tamaisha, and I have been helping Barnufo with some training and some learning over the last few weeks. This is our last session. They told me I should do public relations, but I had to broaden it some more because public relations is very specific. So I wanted to broaden our training to look at more communications in general, which can encompass a bunch of different things. And we're going to go into that because I need your input to help shape the rest of today's session / tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Thursday. So yes, as you see, communications is the big theme right here. And the overview we're going to look at is who is communicating. Is it just Barnufo we want to talk about? Is it you as business owners? We need to look at both because I want this to be practical for you in different parts of your life. We want to look at what you are communicating. So is it sales related? Is it organizational related? And why it's important to understand what you're communicating and the different platforms for that. How you are communicating, that's when we get into a bit of the nitty-gritty, and that will be on Thursday. Which is Thursday will focus on the how, and then some tools and tips and tricks will be where we get everything going. But here's the trick. Let me tell you, let's clear expectations up, and you can unmute. This is not a how to use social media training. I'm by no means a social media expert. I have my own Instagram and Facebook, but and I run it for a couple of organizations, but I'm not an expert on social media. However, we can talk about how you can engage with social media in different ways. But I can't tell you the details about Instagram ads and da. That's a whole other course all on its own because social media keeps evolving and I don't even know how to record a TikTok video. So we can talk about that. Press release writing. This is not a training specifically on press releases and how to write a press release. I will give you a template moving forward on how to write press releases. So you'll have a template, you can input things pretty quickly and you can get it out. So we can talk about that. This is not about how to give an interview. We can bring a full coach in to do one-on-one interviews. However, there are some tricks we can talk about for interviews that you can learn when developing your entire communications overview. I'm also not going to teach you about graphic design. I'm not a graphic designer. Graphic design people go to school for a long time or they self-teach for many years. But I will share with you some tools that you can use to help make it easier for graphic designing. And then I'm not here to help you increase your sales through communications. That is not my area of expertise at all. However, the goal of this is to make sure the stories you're crafting will help you do all of these things in the above. Because what you realize, you need a few base ingredients and you can use them in different platforms. And not platforms like Facebook or Instagram, but you can use these base tools for your social media, for your interviews, for your press releases, for your graphic design, and for attracting customers and increasing sales. So because we're kind of blending nonprofit and for-profits in this space, I wanted to make sure that we're clear on what your expectations should be. But then, I want to know what you all want from this. I told you what I'm not an expert at, but if you can let me know, unmute now and let me know if there's anything in particular or type in the chat that you want to get in the next 90 plus 90 is what? 180 minutes of my time in the next 2 days. Today and tomorrow. So let me know if there's a specific thing you want, because if there's no specific thing, I can create a slide for it and provide you that information if we can't cover it. So feel free to let me know what you want to learn. I guess you're just open sponges and you're willing to listen to me and willing to engage with whatever knowledge I have to share. But as you all know, I'm going to make you do a lot of more work. And the end of this session is going to move towards interactive because it's a lot about the story. Communications is all about the story. communications and PR, whatever. It's all about what you're saying. So I'm gonna move into the what. This was supposed to be you all telling me everything you wanted to learn today. But since none of you gave feedback about what you wanted to learn, I figure you'll just go with the flow. At any moment, ask me a question, type in the chat. Let's go. All right. As you see here, I have a beautiful BARNUFO logo. And these are the different stakeholder groups that I have assumed is doing the communications out of BARNUFO. So there's the organizational level of BARNUFO who will be communicating. But out of the organization, there's several stakeholders you interact with who will also be communicating what you as the organization does, but also as what you all are here represent the organization and the organization represents you. So you can't have different messaging. It needs to be a coherent structure. So you have the members, yes. The members will have to be communicating. The executive, we said that Vernell does everything, but the goal after this is so that we can all communicate about BARNUFO and what BARNUFO does, but also what the individual members of BARNUFO. So we have a coherent set of words and sentences and phrases that we associate BARNUFO. Also, as business owners, that you're members of BARNUFO, you are also doing the communicating. Because best believe when CBC comes to you with a microphone in your hand, people will see you as multiple hats that you wear. So you have to realize that you wear multiple hats at different times. So you will be communicating as yourself, as a business owner, within the organizational space also. Your customers are doing the communication. So when you get that bad Yelp review or that bad Facebook post about something stale that they bought from this person, you need to know that the others are communicating about you. So you need to ensure your messaging is aligned with their messaging. And there are a few ways to do this. Also, your government partners are communicating on your behalf and for you. And let me tell you, as you all know, politicians don't write their own speeches. They have people who do it for them. And they like to use words other people use in their speeches because they just don't have time to write them. So you need to create and craft your story as an organization and as individuals so that they become these sound bites that the politicians then take up, that the government affiliates then take up. So that's what we really need to focus on today, of refining a story, refining a line, refining a pitch that you're going to communicate. So what are you communicating? You're communicating a story. Communication is all about storytelling. And we spoke about in grant writing and resource mobilization. Writing grants is all about the story. You're opening your heart to somebody to allow them to give you money. As you all have been on social media at some point, you love those little videos, those heartwarming videos, those ads on TV. They're all stories that they're telling you to inspire something, to cause people to want to interact with you, whether it's to buy produce from you, whether it's to learn something from you, or whether it's to support you in other ways. It's about creating a community through communication. Oh, that's a nice quote. Community through communication. So that's what you're doing with a lot of your communicating. You're also representing an industry. You're not just a sole person doing something by yourself. To the average person, you are representing the entire industry of fishing. The entire industry, the entire marine industry is what you will be representing. And you have to see yourself as part of a bigger picture, because that will your audience, the audience that you'll be speaking to, whatever that looks like, virtually, not virtually, you will be a reflection of your entire industry for that. This is also your career. You are representing your career. You're representing it to another generation. You are representing the change that you want to see happen. And for many of you, you represent the industry of your country. You represent, you are part of a national message as a whole. So remember, there are multiple hats you're waiting. You might think it's just you one. I'm a sole business owner. But whether you agree with your national policies or don't agree with national policies, you are representing, on the larger scale, representing your country. And what... Oh, hi, Bernard, welcome. So that's important. Don't think of yourselves as just a lone entity. Think of all the different hats that you wear, and all the different things you represent. You're also communicating to attract your customers. Let's not pretend this is not about the bottom line. We like that bottom line. It's about profit. So to attract customers, you have to present yourself in a certain way. And this has nothing to do with perfect English, blah, blah, blah. It has to do with the aura and the energy you're presenting through your verbal and nonverbal communications. You're also communicating about your challenges. And that's something important to have in your story. It is not all perfect, it's not all hunky-dory. That's how you get support as an organization. That's how you get support as a business. I watched Law and Order last week. Last week's Law and Order. And there's an episode about a lady who was struggling in the pandemic. The pandemic hit her hard. She lost husband, restaurant, everything. But then her story got out and the support came towards her. You see all the GoFundMes that start up. You need to be there. Communication is all about being that storybook and being vulnerable enough so people are willing to become part of your story. And why this is all important is because you are part of a lifestyle. You are part of the basic. Your field is part of the basic of our national health, our national food, or future wellness. You realize you are part of something bigger. So you need to what you're doing and communicating needs to make everybody understand the importance of your industry. So that's where I want to go next. Beautiful. You know I love an exercise, and you know I like to have you talk and think and type things out and think. So we're gonna play a game of Mad Libs. This is nonprofit Mad Libs. I'm not pretending I made anything up, but I want to make it for your organization. So we want to have each of you, and I'm gonna go with the unmuting because you know I like to unmute you all. Come up with your pitch. It is gonna be like the elevator pitch that you want to give to get an investor. It is your pitch, your soundbite that when the microphone comes to you, you know exactly what you want to tell people. So we're going to help craft that story tonight. So I want, by the end of this session, I want you all to have a line, a sentence, a paragraph that talks about you as a business, you as an organization, you as a person. Let us see how we can craft that all together. And I'm off my soapbox and I'm going to go to my Jamboard. How do I get there? No, we're not done. Go here. All right. So I have my trusty Jamboard right here. And I'm going to share the link for those of you who don't feel comfortable on muting. And I know you're all not shy. Your whole life. So where is the chat? All right. So I want each of you to think and look at this chart here. I want you to say my nonprofit. So, and what's the name of it? So my organization BARNUFO, or my nonprofit BARNUFO, or my business Just Fish is, what are you? You're a body of collection of members. You are a small business. You are a fishing innovator. What is it you are doing to help who? Who are you trying to target with the services you provide? So as an organization, what is your target? Who are you working with? Who are you working for? Who are you working for? As a business, your business will be helping somebody. You need to think of your business as providing a service, providing a good that will help somebody. You want to help people who, to help health conscious people, or help the nationals of a country eat healthy, or provide. We can change this from just help to provide, or another word you can think of. To say you want to help, or you want to provide, or you want to do something for who? Young people. You want to target towards the general population. You want to target towards gym people who go to the gym. You want to target towards athletes. You want to target towards children. Who is it that you want to do with your with your organization or business? And this can be your own personal mission as well. So me, I am Tamaisha. I am a person who would like to. I am a nonprofit educational specialist who would like to help nonprofits in Barbados, that's my geography here, to build their capacity to access funding by providing bespoke training designed specifically for each different industry. So I want to hear your thoughts right now. And the anonymous hippo is putting things in, and I appreciate you, anonymous hippo. Where is the chat? Participant. Just fish, since you missed our meeting this morning, you get to go first. You tell me what you think your pitch is as a business. Oh, Rowena, welcome. Rowena Small, can you hear me? Oh, you muted. Okay, great. Just fish, are you there?
Run that one by me again.
So tell me, you give me your story as your organization, as okay, let's access BARNUFO first. You are BARNUFO. What do you think the purpose of BARNUFO is?
What I think the purpose of BARNUFO is?
Yes.
Well, it's supposed to be, well, when it started out, it was supposed to be representing the fishing community, the workers inside all the fish markets, representing us as well, and trying to seek different ways to make our lives better, the fishing industry better, and in so much different ways.
All right. Give me some of the ways.
That it's supposed to make things better.
Yes, like how?
Okay, for instance, education, which we doing right now. The this platform is basically to improve us as a people, as a fishing industry, as a fishing community. It is supposed to educate us um, in better in ways to better our business. Let me put it that way. The whole thing is but management, etc. So I sure that a lot of us here, I mean, I already in the path of dealing with book management and accounting already, because I've been doing that for probably 5 6 years now. And a couple of people here as well, I think Katrina and them there as well, mentioned that they are also started dealing with it before this actual meeting here. But the thing about it, I could bet that um, not for them, although they're already at that path, have still come here to this meeting and learned something. So you see, all of that's a part of it,
All
because
right.
we learn throughout the whole classes, the meetings, everything. We learn a lot in terms of where we want to be in the future. Everybody put up their point of view on where they want to be in the next year, the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. That's a part of it. We learn how we want upgrade areas, fisheries, to make things better for us. We also learn in terms of making the communication skills between us as vendors. And there's a lot more there that we gotta look into, but that would be probably a general fish meeting, a meeting for all of the vendors and so we learn a lot. We learn a lot here, and that is basically what the whole intention of Barnufo. Well, not the whole intention of it, but part of the intentions of Barnufo. Anybody could correct me if they feel.
Burnell, I'm gonna go to you now as a president. What is a unique offering of Barnufo? Why do you think it's special?
I wasn't doing Barnufo though.
Oh, go. You do whatever you're doing. Let's go.
Yeah, I was leaving the others to do Barnufo.
Yes. Okay. What were you gonna do?
I was looking at my business.
Yes. What is your business?
But I kind of stuck between solving the problem and unique offering. So I'll just tell you what I have, and then you can.
Yes, we'll make.
You can guide me from there. So following the format that you have there, I said my business for Jetta Quality Fish is to provide healthy food for the society in Barbados to assist in minimizing non-communicable diseases by selling quality fish.
All right. You see, you know all the jargon. You see yourself in the bigger picture. Diseases. I can't spell. Just pretend that's diseases, guys. All right. You saying to help individuals, citizens of Barbados. Thank you for helping me correct that. I appreciate it. All right. How do you? I need you to go more unique with your providing of healthy food. You know, your unique offering as a business. It's just healthy food. It's specifically healthy fish. Is it sustainably sourced fish? Is it well maintained? Give me something more. Give me something more than just healthy fish.
You mean from after provide?
Yes. Like why your fish?
Pardon?
Why your fish?
Why my fish?
Yes.
The best quality fish.
Great. And what determines quality? And don't get me the specifics of like the scales of this way, but you know, to the layman, like, what would be the best, like well sourced, well priced, affordable?
At affordable price. At an affordable price. I will use this for my mission and vision.
All right.
So let me hear what I got here now.
My business, Jetta Quality Fish, is you are a sole, I missed that one. You are a woman-owned small business. I'm gonna put that here just because sometimes they like those words. Woman-owned small business that hopes to help and provide citizens of Barbados in reducing non-communicable diseases by providing the best quality, healthy fish at an affordable price. How does that feel?
All right, so let me read it again. Let me hear. Jetta Quality Fish.
Fish is a woman-owned small business that helps to provide the citizens of Barbados to reduce non-communicable diseases.
You're not paralyzed. We just need to keep you in
by providing the best quality, healthy fish at an affordable price.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
Sounds good.
All right. Anybody else wants to give it a try? Sheena, I want you to tell me about your fish silage business. How are we going to do this? How are we going to frame it?
Hi, good night. My organization is Central Fish Processors Association.
Yes.
Central Fish Processors Association. It is an all women's group.
Yeah.
Is an all women's organization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the other one is, let me see, divine, to help. Okay, my thing is to help build up our capacity, business for our organization.
Mm-hmm. To help women in the fishing industry in Barbados. Two, your problem. The problem is
My problem is lack of income for 6 months out of the year
continuous income.
or more. Right,
Mm-hmm.
continuous income.
You have lack of continuous income to diversify income generation. I have no other words for this. Or year-round
Income.
income. Yeah, we can make this nicer, but that's what's happening right now. All right.
That should be there.
Now, what I'll do is I can take these and make them to nice sentences after the fact. But yes, Suan, how are you today? Suan, how are you feeling? You're mute. Okay, cool. Bernal, any more comments on this so far?
Hmm?
You're
No.
unmuted, so I thought you had more comments. All right, Misha, you're new today. How are you feeling?
Fine, thanks. Just
Great.
trying to catch up.
So yes, essentially, you know, you let me know what like what business, what organization are you associated? What is you as an individual? What is your personal mission? Misha is a
Misha is
young entrepreneur.
uh I'm still trying to work. I'm still working on it though.
Okay, work on it, work on it. I feel the gears turning in your head.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Justfish, my dear friend Justfish. You want to try with your Justfish business? I have tongue tie now. Justfish business. Try
Yeah.
with that. Great.
This is a business.
My business, Justfish. What are you?
My business is Just Fish, a small business manager
Mm-hmm.
and supplier of fish to hotels, restaurants, villas, and the local community as well.
You're a commercial fish supplier
Mhm.
who trying to help who are you're targeting
I basically
do you
help
focus on the industry, like the accommodation industry, or you think you're general?
in general.
You feel like your goal is general.
Yeah, because I touch every aspect of the fishing industry when it comes to um, I try to be involved in everything so I could educate myself more and more as I go along.
But you know, they say jack of all trades, master of none.
Well, I
So how do you
master none.
focus your business? Like your business itself, not you. You are clearly the master of everything. But
My
like the
business,
business itself, do you
yeah,
focus in on majority with the accommodation, the villas, hotels, etc., or your majority comes from individuals? Or is it 50-50?
individual
Okay.
individuals.
So you want to also help citizens of Barbados So you want to increase access to fish, you think?
Yeah, and also try to open up this industry to more younger people
Mm-hmm.
and get them on board. Somewhere along the line, there will be fisherman training to get some more fishermen involved. There's a program now in terms of, I think, is ranked to own boats.
Yeah.
So then eventually we can need some more fishermen out there. So we
All
get
right.
some of the
So
young people into it.
to help young people, young citizens, I'm going to focus you in on the youth, because you're looking at the sustainability of your industry. That's what you're looking at. So like the generational, what's happening in 10 years of the industry. But how are you going to do that? Not just by selling fish.
Yes, I not only do it by selling fish, but by word of mouth as well. I try to educate people because I find that the fishing industry is miss that thing where you could have a one-on-one conversation with customers.
So you're providing mentorship.
Yeah, because
No, you said customers. You talk again.
people in general, not only customers, because I educate people in a lot of things. And when it comes to fish, knowing about it, the different species of fish, them sort of things.
So you provide mentorship for young people, but you also provide I want to say a personalized touch to your
Knowledge about-
customers.
Yeah, knowledge about the industry.
A personalized educational experience for customers to understand the story of fish and the fishing industry. I tell you, remember I said jack of all trades, master of none? For lack of better words, a lot of communications is becoming a master of bullshit. That's the reality. It is about shaping the words, using the language, using what you know to convince other people. And your sales, everything you do, whether you think it's just about getting income, everything is sales. Everything is about inspiring that one person. So Bernel's Berjada quality, I'm sorry, I'm hiding it. Fish, I'm gonna put this on a sticky. She's trying to inspire people with non-communicable diseases to reduce, hypertension and diabetes. That's a beautiful story. Everybody loves that. So they're not seeing you just as a fish vendor, because you all are more than just fish vendors. Just fish, you're here saying that you want to inspire young people, you want to mentor young people, you want to also educate your customers about your industry, so that they're buying into not just a piece of fish on their plate, but they're buying into all the work that goes behind it.
Not only customers, people in general.
Yeah. So you just the general public, all right.
Yeah, because I don't just
How do you want to do that?
I speak
Tell
to
me
people.
what's the difference?
Communication. You see, the thing about it is when you come in contact with people, they ask you what you really do. You understand? Sometimes you'll be in a conversation and you'll be saying, well, I getting ready to leave now to go work. So what you just do? What work you just do?
So tell me, what work do you do?
Well, I work in fisheries.
I'm gonna time you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell me in 30 seconds what you do. And go.
Okay, my name is Augustine Ford. I work in fisheries. We're still located in Bridgestone Fisheries, but I usually get to other markets as well. I'm a supplier of fish to locals, supplier of fish to hotels, restaurants. I try to do my best to give quality fish, fresh fish. I also do.
Okay, you lost me. I got bored already.
That's it.
All right. You see, you're doing all the things. The person who's giving you money is already bored. Give me a nut. Try again. We're gonna start again. All
Are they
right.
bored?
No, I'm not bored. I'm saying that the person you'll be talking to, because you went down the long train. We need to go more precise.
Okay.
Start over. Ready?
I get you
Your
now.
name is Justin. Go.
Hi, so my name is Augustine Ford. We try to provide freshness of fish products to you, quality service, and good presentation as well. We try to give you various types of fish. Well, so I mean, you got me. I don't know what to do.
All right. No. This is good. This is good. It's just, you haven't told me what you do. You go into work. What do? You are the owner. You're a business owner of Just Fish. You didn't say anything about that.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to remember that. You have to start with, I am a business owner of a small business called Just Fish.
Small business owner, manager of Just Fish. We supply
Who,
quality fish.
yes, exactly.
That is like that. I understand. Okay.
So you have to be very precise and go for it. Katrina, you've been silent. Are you unmuted? Do you feel like talking today? No pressure. Let's
Hi,
go,
good
Katrina.
night. Hi, I still here trying to sort out my pitch.
What are you feeling? Give me what you're feeling. Let's try to sort it out together.
Yeah, like my small business will name equal gender equality slash like boat owner and fish vendor.
Okay, so your organization, so you are a boat owner and fish vendor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You just give me everything and then we're gonna sort it out after, all right? Keep going.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next one.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What are you doing?
Like in my area,
Yeah.
I want encourage like more women to be involved in the fishing industry, like own boats and to run their own businesses instead of working for other people. Like empower women to be at the same level. Right.
So the fishing industry. Okay. Yes, we've recorded before. Keep going. Give me more words. Give me more words. So the problem is there is a lack of women involved in the fishing industry, not just, but in the, what do they call that part of, maybe Shelley knows this, in the active. So being the boat owners, not only just owners, but being the fisher people themselves.
Yeah. Right.
Harvest.
What do you say? What's it called, Shelley?
Well, the harvest sector.
The harvest sector.
Yeah. Fisher ladies, and then the inputs part of it too would be the boat owners. Yeah.
To encourage, empower women to be active participants in the harvest sector and ownership of the fishing industry. That's what you want to do. And how do you want to do it?
Probably I will hold some educational like meetings and stuff. Try to encourage more women in like training and stuff.
Okay, so I'm here and you want to bring them together and just teach them how to do it. Is that what you want? They need to learn how to be harvesters.
Yeah, mostly to see the profit, the could be the, let me see, the, let me see, what was there? See, it could be a big investment, investment. And instead of just waiting for the fish to come and to process them or to sell them, it'd be a bigger opportunity, because if you have your own, what I'm saying, if you have your own boat, when your boat come in, you have first choice. So you won't have to purchase fish from other people, from other boats. You were able to sell your own fish. You could even hire people to work for you then. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
yes. Okay. So to do this, you'll have, a couple of sessions to train people. You also want to expose them to other women in the industry and their success stories, is what I'm hearing. Vernell, you wanted to add anything?
No, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like she's talking about owning, managing, owning and managing her owning and managing her business, because she's talking about being a vessel owner. She's also a vendor.
Okay.
So she's basically trying to find the word.
Is she encouraging like ownership in the entire ecosystem?
And the entire value chain.
Value chain, thank you. So encouraging more women to is there any, Katrina, is there any like advocacy you need to do around this? Is there any, you're educating women, talking to women, they'll get it. But are there any other systematic things? Will you be advocating to the government, to international donors? And will that be a part of this as well?
Yes, yeah, I would say so. Yeah, because
what you have for her from the beginning,
boy, it's all over the place. I have to
yeah, because you will have to read it out.
Yes, so Equal Gender Equality is an organization to for women in the fishing industry in Barbados built to encourage and empower women to be active participants in the entire value chain through providing training and educational opportunities to better understand the industry. Something like that. Is that right, Katrina?
Yeah, and basically.
I feel like there's something else you want me to say. Go. What else is in your head?
Yeah, that's about it. When something else come up again, this
is not we're not going to figure this out for everybody today by any means, let me tell you. What I'm trying to show through this exercise is that you need to sit down and write things down. You need to sit down and write. It could be on your phone, you can voice note yourself, you can type it somewhere, you can write it in a little book. You need to write these down, because I learned this a couple years ago about the importance of writing it down. Because what happens is once you see it in a coherent form, then you memorize it. What happens, a lot of celebrities, if you watch celebrity interviews and you watch them on ABC and NBC and CBS, they are saying the exact same thing in every interview they do. They have specific talking points that they just reel off every time. And that's the key to good communication. That's the real essence of it. So honing down on exactly what you do and exactly what you want to do. It's fine if you do 100 other things under that, but you need this one line, you need this one paragraph that really says, boom, bam, I am Just Fish, I am Virginia Quality Fish, I am Equal Gender Equality, I am BARNUFO, I am Central Professors Association. And I am a fish supplier, I am a membership organization, I am an all-female organization, I'm a women-owned small business. And then you have to say, I am a women-owned small business that helps the fishing community in Barbados, or helps the citizens of Barbados, or helps women access good food, or I am working towards empowering women to be active participants in the fishing industry. I am helping to reduce non-communicable diseases. I am helping the challenges around lack of continuous income. There are clear things you've all mentioned that you have to define and refine to ensure other people understand what you're doing. Because as you see, it took me a while to like pull out things from each of you so I can understand. I'm not part of your industry at all, but I need to understand, you hire a PR firm, they have to translate everything you do into them. So I am your PR firm currently. So I'm trying to understand exactly what you do. So when you talk to other people who don't know your industry, they are clear. So you have clear buzzwords here, and obviously I'll share all this with you after. And I'm going to, at the end of all of our sessions, send you some kind of a strategy I've started drafting for each of you. For now, go ahead.
They say the vision and mission statement of an organization says everything about it. So would it be fair then to say that if some person, based on what you are giving us here, if some person had to come into my small business and they had my mission and vision displayed, would I have a need then to say anything to any person in terms of communication? If you look at it that your mission and your vision is clear and precise, or do you have to do any advocacy to represent your business other than that?
Let me tell you, if you put a sign up anywhere, 99% of people aren't going to read it. You don't go into the Apple store and see their vision anywhere, but you know it, you feel it, you sense it in other ways. You have to do a lot of, especially if you're starting out in a small business or a small organization, you need to do a lot of work with your voice, with your story in visual spaces that are not just on a sign behind you, wherever you are. It has to be a lot more tangible to people and a lot more feeling. There's nothing like your voice saying it. There's nothing like yourself on a video camera saying it, for all those camera shy people like myself out there. But there will have to be a lot. You can have a lot of organizations have their vision and mission sit on a nice, pretty document that's cost shop gathering dust somewhere. But you need to, BARNUFO's mission is posted in the chat here and I'm not seeing it. Do any of you really even know to fulfill requirements of its membership fisher folk organization with a view to improving socioeconomic conditions based on sustainable development of fisheries from the hook to the cook? All I remember from that is from the hook to the cook. But that's beautiful. You need to do it and say it and have it be parts of you. Just doing it up nicely and framing it is one step. It is one step. It's the first step. But it's also, you need to practice telling people that story. And so next week, we're going to come up with some talking points. No worries, Suman. Some talking points, some 5 key talking points about your organization. So we're going to take this one sentence, we're going to build it into 5 for next week. Not next week, for Thursday. It feels like a whole week in between. But so you have clear things to communicate. And when you have these clear things to communicate, you will be able to use them with every Instagram post, every Facebook post, every interview you do, every press release you do. Because you can repeat that. You don't have to spend much energy creating things from scratch after you get these few things sorted. You can just copy paste. And what we'll do is come up with like a list of terms that you tend to use all the time. Education, that's a big one. You've all used education in different ways. You all use health and quality, because remember, you're in the health industry, whether you like to believe it or not. You're in the food industry, in the nutrition industry. These are words you need to use over and over in different parts of your engagement with people. So Today was just to introduce you to, like, you have to start thinking about this and putting it down and not keeping it in your head, because when it's in your head, it will still be full of your understanding of it, but not something other people understand. So guess what? There's 7 minutes to go, and I'm going to open for questions, and then we're going to wrap up, because you're going to do some homework for Thursday. Thursday, we'll talk a bit. I'll walk you through some social media. I'll walk you through some graphic design, just to see some cool things out there. Oh, I had a link to show you, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. Anyhow, you'll see it on Thursday, about how we're going to up the quality of everything BARNUFO and each of your business owners doing, and the standard that you're going to jump to. Once you have these clear, because you're not just fish vendors, and that's what I want to hammer in with your communications. You have to communicate, you're a fish vendor, and you're a fish processor, and you are an important part of a value chain. You're an important part of the industry. You are a foundation of an industry. And that's the language you all need to use. And the fact that you're all here, clearly you believe that you're more than just one part. But I think this is what you want to get across to the others in your industry from some of our early conversations. So it is about communicating, not communicating this in different ways and the words in different ways. But then we're going to talk about visual communication. And I'm going to go back to our BARNUFO logo really quickly. There it is, the BARNUFO logo and what it stands for and what it means. And how this communicates, and how, whether you're talking to whether you're as an executive or you're talking to the members or as members, all these words and all these sound bites. The world exists in sound bites. Sound bites are those things that they replay that clip on the news every night. You know, CBC come at Philly at 10 a.m. at 7 o'clock. That one soundbite, they're gonna take that one sentence, and that's what it's gonna be replayed forever and ever. You know, you don't want to go back with a wrong soundbite. So hence, we need to write things down and practice them and practice them. So on that note, I'll open it for questions. Any last questions and any last comments about what you want to see on Thursday? So on that note, I will give you the last 4 minutes of your evening back. I really appreciate you sticking with me through this whole process. I'm going to send the homework tomorrow morning. No, it's a holiday. I'm going to send your homework tonight. That's a lie too. I'm going to send your homework tomorrow morning. And then on Thursday, your homework is really to come with your sentences in your elevator pitch. Come with your one sentence. And then develop 5 talking points under that sentence. That's what your homework is. I'll send that out shortly. So you can come with it for Thursday. And then we're going to try to use it in different ways. And I'll show you how you can use them in different platforms. On that note, go enjoy your dinner, go enjoy your family, go enjoy your Netflix, go enjoy your just quiet time. And that's it from me. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you and good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Everyone.